What's up guys, how you doing today? It's Angry Role Player, early in the morning as usual. Guys, today I want to show you the uniques that I found for the last week that I've been playing Path of Exile. I've been no-lifing pretty damn hard, and I would like to thank everyone who hanged out with me and watched me progress through the game. I haven't played for over 2 years, so I wanted to get really hard with the game and dwell deep into it and experience all of the shit that I missed for the last 2 years. So basically I want to show you all the uniques that I found for the last week and for this week as well, and to share my thoughts on it. And the first thing that I want to say is that uniques in this game are exceptionally satisfying and rewarding. You know what, when you drop a unique, it still feels like unique. And for me, like, who is kind of a returning player, and I will absolutely call myself a new buy, and there's no shame on this. I'm really happy when I drop like every unique. I see like, wow, holy shit, that's a unique, and I don't know what it is. So when you drop, like, when I start getting like this over and over again, it's no big deal. But when it's something that I don't know, and I don't know every unique in Path of Exile, basically I get hyped really fast. And there is still hype in Path of Exile because, you know, you don't get 1,000 uniques per hour like in Diablo 3. And they're not all the same over and over again like in Diablo 3 when you could go and gamble Kadala and get 10 uniques. Here you will be lucky to get, you know, a unique like every 10 minutes, maybe every 20 minutes, sometimes even an hour or something like that. So let's start with an overview guys. First of all, this is my scepter, which I have equipped on me. And I got it very early in the game, like I was on cruel, I guess, cruel difficult, or maybe on the normal even. And I'm still using it because it gives me +2 to 5 gems and a 5 penetration. And it gives ridiculous amount of damage to the raging spirits, guys. This is freaking insane. I still use it for like for the whole week. This Jeffrey's Crest, it's actually dropped from the Dominos. I think it was on cruel difficulty, and I still use it because it gives me +2 to level sockety gems. And I have my specters here. They are level 90 by the way. There's level 20 with their crown. This I got it last week. It dropped in the marketplace, I think, and I switched to it just on Friday. This Mortis, this is pure Necromancer stuff. It gives me +8 Spectre, and the minions gain Unholy Might for 10 seconds. And Holy Might basically is increased physical damage and increased damage for like around 30%. That's a pretty strong stuff. And even though I don't have life, any kind of life or any kind of another benefits, this is all I need from my specters, because I can get free specters now on it. Free specters are fucking devastating, crazy. This belt is kind of very easy to get. Perandus Blazing, and if you play the game, you most likely will get this belt. But it's fucking one of the best belts out there. It gives +30 to all attributes in this strength, dexterity, and intelligence. Also increases quantity of items found, and increased quantity of items found basically multiplies all the items that you found in the wild. And this is one of the only good increased quantity items in the game, so it's very awesome. These gloves, I still use them since like the normal or the cruel is where I get them. Unfortunately, they reduced my mana, but they increased my cast speed by 15%. And also I gain power frenzy and endless charges on kill. And basically I have the World's Mark curse here with curse on hit and shield charge. So when I charge, I curse the enemies with the World Mark, and they have potentially can give me an endurance charge when they are dead. So I get Ignorance charges all the time and spend them with Immortal Call and cast 1 damage taken. So this is how it works, guys. Okay, next. Rise of the Phoenix Mosaic Cage Shield. This looks like a crazy fire resistance shield, and basically it's for the fire res. Increases movement speed when low life, gives me fire resistance, and it's just fire resistance. Pretty cool. Innsbury Edge Elder Sword. This is just a pretty strong one-handed sword, I would say. There's an increased attack speed, increased physical damage, and also 25 of my physical damage converted to chaos. And a chaos damage leeches life, so basically it leeches life as chaos damage. That's fucking impressive for a one-hander. Another one-handed sword, like Hish's Blade. This is a very like low-level sword. But socketed gems are supported by multi-strike, increased physical damage, attack speed. For an early sword, that's not so bad. It's pretty low damage, but an early sword, guys. This one I got in my, I think in the trials. Frost Breath, Ordered Mace. Physical damage, cold damage, attack speed, fire res, and increased chill duration on enemies. Attacks with the weapon deal double damage to chilled enemies. So basically, if I can chill the enemies, holy shit, I will almost give 50% more. 50% more damage with this. It looks like a shitty weapon, but overall it's for shield and occult spec, and it's pretty cool. Sedima's Touch. These are gloves that are very common in this game, but they are one of the best items for increased quantity of items found, and it's also pretty cool for physical attacking a character, which because it adds damage to attacks. But 50% increased quantity of items found is pretty crazy for this game. The Stormheart Royal Staff. Now this is pretty fucking strong stuff, guys, and for Inquisitor this is retarded. Look at this. 98 increased physical damage, huge amount of cold damage added, huge amount of lightning damage, and cannot be shocked while chilled, and chance to shock chilled enemies. Also, this is a cold base damage stat, but the damage is impressive. Look at the damage for 28 level, and you will wreck all the fucking normal and cruel with this. Zahendero's Cassock, Sage's Robe. That's pretty cool. It's lightning damage to attacks and a massive amount of energy shield. It gives pretty solid chaos resistance. Also, it creates consecrated ground. I can't really remember what this is, but sounds like cool. Meganor's Vice. Increased physical damage plus 100 to strength, increased armor, and 2% of life regenerated with at least 400 strength. But then 400 strength is a lot in this game, and it's only possible in the in-game. But 100 strength, it's at 100, so basically you need just 300 and you get 2% regen. That's pretty cool, and 10% increased physical damage. Not bad at all. Cloaks of Flame. Increase ignite duration, chance to ignite, and reflects to melee attacks. 20% of physical damage taken as fire. So basically this is a very fire oriented rope. It's very early level, but it's pretty cool because, you know, if you ignite the enemies, they will burn to fucking ashes. Life Sprig. This is very early item. It has no requirement, as you can see, but it already gives one level to socketed spell gems and increased massive spell damage and cast speed. That's very awesome. That's fucking awesome, guys. For a starting character, this is fucking priceless. The Covenant, the Spider Cell Rope. This I got from the Legacy Ancient Reliquary Key that we opened, and you saw this. It looks like a shitty item, but it has blood magic. But oh! Pretty massive energy shield as well, but overall it's pretty shitty as far as you could find out. Ashran, the Buckskin Tunic. Added fire damage, increased evasion, maximum life, fire resistance cannot be ignited. Increased physical damage with ranged weapons. So basically that's a ranged weapon, fire damage fire damage buckskin tunic, but it's a very low level as you can see, so you can equip it early in the game and be cool. Dangerous Tenuous Velvet Gloves, massive increase of spell damage, guys. Massive increase of spell damage. For a low speed cast spell caster, this is a very good early gloves. The Free Dragon's Golden Mask, plus 27 to all elemental resistances, and also it has massive kind of elemental equilibrium as well. Your fire damage can shock but not ignite, your cold damage can ignite but not freeze, your lightning damage can freeze but not shock. This is a pretty crazy item, and I know for a fact that it has been used with the totems, and it's pretty fucking awesome. That's a very good mask from the past, and it's still usable. Look at that shield. Fizz damage to attacks, cold damage to attacks, increase armor and evasion, and a huge amount of fire resistance. That's a very good shield for a melee character. Syntrax Stealth Boots, fucking massive energy shield and evasion, guys. Dex Intelligence increase evasion, holy shit, increase maximum energy shield, increase movement speed, and enemies can unleash life from this. But it's a very good, you know, kind of end game, mid game energy shield based hybrid dexterity build. Worm's Mold, it's a very common belt as well. It's an all-around good belt that gives you leeching as life and mana, and this is very cool because you basically don't need mana and don't need life, because you will simply leech it. This belt, I actually chanced it yesterday. Yeah, I used the Orb of Chance on the leather belt and had this. Look at this, Immortal Flesh, huge amount of life regen, mana regen. It reduces the resistances, but it reduces the physical damage and increases armor when not ignited, frozen or shocked. This is fantastic increase of armor. For a melee character, this is very good. Relentless Fury, I got this in the Dried Lake when I was on Cruel, I guess. Increase physical damage leech is live. Cooling Strike, also an Onslaught for 3 seconds on Cooling Strike. Cannot be chilled while you have Onslaught. This is fantastic, straightforward DPS leeching axe, and it's one-hander as well, which is very good. Here's Shiver, Leather Hood, pretty massive evasion rating for such a low level item. But look at this, +1 to level socketed fire gems and cold gems as well. This is crazy, and huge amount of mana regen as well. This is what I've been using up until I got the Vis Mortis, guys. Belly of the Beast. This is like, you know, a myth of legends. It is very legendary item in Path of Exile, very iconic, because it gives you increased maximum life and also quite a massive amount of armor and all res. This is fantastic item for every character that you play, and this is one of the best chests in the game, along with the calms and all things like the lightning coil. Okay, the gloves, the snake bite, assassin's miss, max life, invasion rating, and attack speed per frenzy charge, accuracy rating per frenzy charge, and reduced frenzy charge duration per frenzy charge. And while at maximum frenzy charges, attacks poison enemies. That's fantastic for some decks, fast attacking, assassin, when you can poison enemies and give massive attack speed and accuracy rating with this, and it also gives life. Overall, this is a very good gloves for dex-based characters. Nomic Storm Strap Boots, also low level item, but it gives dex a bit of an energy shield, cold rest, and increases 20% movement speed. And look at this, 20% increased movement speed when on full energy shield, and basically most of the time you are full on energy shield, and that will give you 40% energy shield, but you also take 15% increased damage when an energy shield is full. That's pretty weird. Okay, this is it, let's go to this. Jeffrey's Baptism, Brass Mold, guys. This is a massive amount of damage for such an early item. Basically, this never deals critical strikes, But if you have the node here, when you don't crit, where is it? I forgot, where is it? Oh, here, there's a techniques. You never do crits. So basically when you get this, and this, you do massive amount of damage. That's great to handle. Hammond's Him Sledgehammer, very low damage, but it's 200 increased damage, strength, and 1% of physical damage leeches life. It's not bad for an early character. Shaper Seed, a Get Amulet. That's fantastic. Massive amount of strength, intelligence, and regen. 2% of life regen. Nearby allies also regen, and nearby allies also regen mana. That's kind of contradictory amulet, but I think it's pretty cool. Tear of Purity, plus intelligence, purity of elements, grants purity of elements, and plus 9 to all attributes, and some life as well. Now that's a pretty cool item. It gives cheap purity of elements. That's fantastic. Angel's Harmony, Dex Intelligence, global critical hit strike enhanced by 100%, but reduces the multiplier. Some life and some mana as well. Obliteration, increased spell damage, adds physical damage, increased critical strike chance, physical damage has extra chaos damage, and enemies if you kill chance to explode, dealing a quarter of maximum life is chaos damage. That's fucking insane item, and I know it's kind of weird because it's a wand which deals physical damage. I'm not even sure what kind of character will play it. Ash Color Quartz Wand, increases spell damage, very early item, adds fire damage to spells, increases burning damage and massive chance to ignite. Also a 10% chance to cast Summon Raging Spirit on kill. That's pretty cool as well, very cool. Eldritch Knowledge Cobalt Jewel, in 5% increased chaos damage per 10 intelligence from allocated passive and radius. This is fucking insane gem for chaos damage build, guys. This is crazy. Healthy Mind, increased mana, increased radius, increases and reductions to life and radius are transformed to apply to mana at 200% of their value. So basically this solves all mana issues if you have life around and don't need life but really suck at mana. This is like a fucking crazy gem. Fragile Bloom, 2% of life regen but 10% increased damage taken. This is not a very good gem. More and more so, Fried Claw, guys. This is fucking awesome as well. This is the claw, which is 34 a level, and it does increased physical damage, massive increase of attack speed, 20 life gain for each enemy, increases strike chance and multiplier, and 20% of physical damage converted to chaos damage, poisonous hit. Really crazy claw, guys. Really crazy claw. For an early game, that's retarded, in my opinion. Gold Rim, that's a very early item and it's pretty much junk, but you can equip it with level 1. That's the good deal. White Swing, that's a very early item as well. Socketed gems are supported by level 20 increased area of effect. So basically it's just retarded amount of effect. It also has massive increase of physical damage and +2 to weapon range. Weapon range means a lot in this game, and for an early Cyclone build, this weapon is retardedly strong. Toolborn Spiral Wand also increases cast speed, spell damage, and 50% chance to gain a power charge. Adds 10 to 20% cold damage to spells per power charge. That's pretty cool for an early crit build, you know. That's pretty not bad at all. Emerald Horn, very early item. Gold Horn, increased fire damage, spell damage, and adds damage to spells. Also gives a little more life for ignited enemies. Lightning Rainman, I used it a lot during the normal and cruel difficulty. 30% of physical damage converted to chaos damage, reflects chaos damage, and also increases armor and energy shield, and pretty massive amount of armor and shield as well, guys. Now this Dead Arc, also very early item in the game, adds physical and fire damage, increases attack speed and movement speed. Also curses enemies with flammability on hit. This is pretty essential. Valerium, energy shield, fire resistance, but reduces cold resistance. Not sure how this rune can be used, but I saw on poetry this is kind of, you know, a few chaos worth. So basically this is for energy shield based builds. Assassin's Hates, increase mana regen, increase movement speed and increase attack and cast speed. That's not a very good duel in my opinion. Now Ignimon, this is a very early item, but it adds massive amount of damage to attacks and accuracy and evasion rating. This is one of the best early items that you can get in the game, I guess, from my opinion. The Screaming Eagle, very early item, Jade Hatchet. Circuited gems are supported by chance to flee and adds physical damage, a bit of life, and increases movement speed. Very early item, but pretty cool. Ambush Charge, massive amount of armor, massive amount of energy shield, it gives life and all rest. So that's pretty much like, you know, Belly of the Beast, but without massive life. And also gain an endurance charge when you take a critical strike and share endurance charge with the nearby enemies. Also you regen 2% of life per second if you have been hit recently. So basically you are regening all the time. Imbued Van, now this is a very strange one as well, but you know, sacred gems are supported by blind, 33% increased spell damage, 38% increased spell damage, increased physical damage is massive, increases lightning damage and cast speed. That's pretty crazy event, but why it has so much physical damage? I mean, why? I don't understand. The rest is passion. I don't remember where I got it, but it might be cruel. Pretty massive amount of physical and cold damage, a reduced frenzy charge duration, but 25% chance to gain a frenzy charge on kill, and 71% increased damage while you have no frenzy charges. That's a very strange sword, guys. Cedar Breath, Power Amulet. This is 100% Necromancer Amulet, and when I will kind of get rid of this, because I stack rarity in me, I will be using this absolutely, because it gives 50% increased maximum life to minions, increased move speed, and 15% increased damage to minions. This is very good. And this actually dropped on some Merciless. 50% to all attributes, reduced life, increased rarity, but cannot be stunned. I'm not sure, you know, why people use this. I'm kind of a noob in this game and I cannot really see the benefits of this. I mean, it has rarity and it has reduced life and all attributes, but cannot be stunned. I'm not sure if it's good. The Magnet Studded Belt. Physical increases physical damage by a huge amount. And also 50% increased flash charges gain and plus 21 to all rest with 200 and more strength. That's basically a guaranteed resistance. Solaris Lorica Copper Plate. Increased strength, increased armor, reduced chaos damage, increased light radius. Chaos damage does not be past energy shield. I know that there were builds in the past that used this plate, but I can't even remember what kind of this was. This is basically for some Aziri builds out there. Kingsguard, this is a very solid chainmail, guys, because it has increased huge amount of armor and energy shield, and also gives pretty impressive amount of life. And see, gain 100 life when an endurance charge expires or is consumed. I think I actually used this with my Cyclone build for now, and this is fantastic, absolutely fantastic shit, even for an endgame. The Boots, Wake of Destruction, Mesh Boots, adds lightning damage to attacks, 26% increased armor and energy shield, life from kill, increased move speed and chance to flee. Pretty cool boots, I would say. A massive amount of lightning damage. Fluid Motion, plus 20 to dex, and strength from passive is transformed to dex. So basically, if you don't have dex and you're playing, strength based character and you need dex desperately, use this jewel and you suck all dex and transform it, you suck all strength and transform it into dex. That is like very, very healthy duo here. Doomflash. Now I actually got a couple of this. This is a bow, increase elemental damage, but for an early game, see that massive 100% 20 as bow physical damage and extra damage of an element. So basically that double dips, it gives double more damage. That's pretty crazy. Now Moonbrand's Wing, very early item as well, increase fist damage. This is a one-handed axe, and 25% of fist damage converted to cold, 25 fist damage converted to lightning. So that's fucking awesome item to use with elemental damage in all centered builds. The Blood Dance Sharkskin Boots also augmented this in the trials. 33% dex, 33 to dex, 20% increased speed, and look at this. 2% increased move speed per frenzy charge, reduced attacks and cast speed for frenzy charge, 0.5% per frenzy charge regen, 27% chance to gain a frenzy charge on kill. Holy shit! 6% increased damage against enemies on low life per frenzy charge. That's a crazy frenzy charge. You know, kind of build that can be used with this boots. That's crazy. Strap leather brick drop. This is a shitty one, but it has move speed, cold resistance, and increased dexterity. That's a very good for, you know, early game. This is very strong. Leather's Churners, increased spell damage, intelligence, reduced cast speed, and magic shield. Shitty gloves here, guys. Now this Quill Rain, this is in the new Quill Rain. This has been reworked, and basically this gives 100% increased attack speed, and basically this was used with skills like Explosive Arrow and Poison Arrow, which the skills that do not care about the physical damage. And this bow is actually useful even in the end game. Now another Spiked Shield. Reflects physical damage to melee attackers, increases attack speed, increases life. Holy shit, it decreases all res by a 50%. And this is a really bad shield in my opinion. Also, I have another here. I think it's here, right? Yeah, I also got this. This is a very early game quiver as well, and this is like a very later later game quiver. It increases attack speed and it gives them all damage with bows in some attacks, evasion rating, and 50% of physical damage converted to fire damage. This is a very, very good quiver in my opinion. And I think this is it, guys. I get some of this, like the second Doomfetch here, and this is it, right? I think I used everything here. Yeah, here are items that I want to spend on Mysterious Gift, Mysterious Gift Prophecy, and see what I can get from this. So this is it, guys. This is what I wanted to show you. This is what uniques that I got. I see now that you see that I've got plenty of this, and basically what I like in this game is that many uniques in this game are very useful, especially in the early game. Like they gave really, you know, massive boost to your damage, and it's not like that. I know most of them are garbage. No, in fact they are very, very useful even in the end game. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you soon.